Hello adventurers! In this video, I'll be discussing ancestral weapons, their properties, the Ancestral Tableau, invocation gear, and finally, debunking myths. Ancestral weapons in Diablo Immortal provide a buff which can be deposited into the Ancestral Tableau. The Ancestral Tableau can be accessed by clicking the line on your character sheet and clicking the magnifying glass. Main hand weapons are the only weapons that can possess an ancestral property, and it is found here underneath ancestral properties. In our tableau, we currently have the Hydra, damage increased by 15%, stun and damage, and finally the shield. Within the tableau, there's also the combat rating bonus, which the top 4 weapons attribute to. For instance, the 4 highest weapons are currently highlighted, and they attribute to the maximum bonus, which directly affects your combat rating. You can upgrade your tableau by completing warband activity points, and this is just an overall easy boost every single week to increasing your combat rating. Every warband member can deposit 1 weapon by clicking on the plus sign in the tableau, clicking the weapon, and clicking Enshrine. To change the weapon, you simply click on the arrows, click on Retrieve, and then repeat the process by clicking plus, selecting the weapon, and clicking Enshrine. To change your ancestral property that is active during invocation, you click on the arrows below, and you click on the weapon and the property which you want. Once you're done, click on the arrows again to lock it in. Every legendary has a chance to roll invocation, which then grants a chance to trigger your ancestral property that you've selected in the tableau. Invocation properties that I've seen so far: causing an enemy loss of control, primary attacks, defeating an enemy, dealing damage, your dash skills, and not taking damage. There are probably other ones in the game, but at this time, those are the only ones that I've seen. What is the best ancestral property and invocation to roll? I recommend in PvE to use damage increase by 15%, and stacking primary attacks have a 2.5% chance to trigger. Potentially, stacking 60s gives you 15% damage increase every 20 seconds. With Vithu's Urge, this gets extended to 7.8 seconds, which means you have a gap of 12.2 seconds before you can trigger the property again, given an ideal situation. For PvP, I recommend using the shield that prevents damage and lasts for 6 seconds. And for invocation, I'm currently running a mix of loss control, primary attacks, defeating an enemy, and dash, because I feel like having 4 shields back to back is more important than reducing a cooldown and stacking the gear. I'm currently still testing this, so I'm not sure at this time which one's the best in PvP. However, I feel like having 4 or 5 separate shields on separate cooldowns allows me to survive the longest versus waiting 20 seconds and stacking gear. Also, stacking gear requires you to be lucky and having the same invocation property on every single piece, and at this time, I currently don't have that. Myth number 1. Main hand weapons cannot roll an invocation property. That simply is not true, as I currently have my main hand with an invocation property. Myth number 2. Invocation properties share a cooldown. Currently, I have causing enemy loss control, your primary attack, defeating an enemy, dealing damage, and your dash skill invocation properties equipped. I should be able to get 5 invocations pretty close together within 2 minutes. First one should be loss control. There's the first one with loss control. The next one should be defeating an enemy or dealing damage. There's the Hydra number 2. I'm not sure if that was dealing damage, your primary attack, or defeating enemy. There's Hydra number 3 and 4. Hydra number 3 and 4 just both spawned. And then lastly, it should be my dash triggers a Hydra. And that's Hydra number 5. All within 2 minutes, which debunks the myth of they share a cooldown. Myth number 3. Same invocation properties don't stack. I'm currently stacking enemy loss of control 50%, enemy loss to control 50%, your primary attacks have a 2.5% chance, and your primary attacks have a 2.5% chance. As it says in the tooltip, when multiple items have the same invocation, chance of triggers increase and the cooldown time is decreased. So 2.5 and 2.5 would be 5%, and half of the cooldown time would be 60 seconds. For causing enemy loss to control, it's 50% plus 50%, and its cooldown is going to be 60 seconds. Let's put this to the test. There's the Hydra, starting the timer. And 1 minute has elapsed. Let's do this again. And there's the Hydra. Primary attack is the same. There's the Hydra, starting the timer. And 1 minute has elapsed. Let's try this again. And there's the Hydra. And that's going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, I go live on Twitch every single day at 8 p.m. Pacific time. If you have any questions, feel free to stop by the live stream at twitch.tv/keyslol or drop a comment below. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time.